Welcome to this great adventure of two sisters.
Absolutely not. Hey guys, welcome to the Regina Kids podcast. I am your host, Maxie.
With her lovely younger sister, Rita the Ham.
And here on the podcast, as you can see, sibling relationships can be loving and sometimes a bit
Dramatic.
affect me, please, complicated. So join us every week as we explore all aspects of having a sibling.
Come be our sibling.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to another episode of the Regina Kids podcast. I am your host, Maxie.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm your host, Rita.
So, Rita, we gonna do our segment. We checking in. How you doing today?
Girl, I'm good. I just had to give you a little bit of dramatics.
I bet, because you spend all your time watching Sister Wives and 90 Day Fiance.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't because that shall be interesting to see how people. There's some very interesting, lonely ass people in this world.
Interesting, lonely ass people in the world.
Listen, ain't no nigga from Nigeria finna tell me that I need to be the first wife and you need a second one. I'm good on all that. That's a lot going on.
Well, when you date different people, you gotta adapt to their culture. That's what that sounds like.
They be giving up a whole lot.
Anyway, I'm not
It's
about to
not for me.
not about to get you started
Ah,
on that
don't
show.
don't get me started, especially with the sister wives, girl. That just be like, what?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you not about to get started
This
with it.
old titchy tantrum ass romaine hair having ass girl.
Did you say romaine having? What is lettuce?
Romaine hair, like Roman noodles.
Rita, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm
Girl.
not doing that. Hopefully your Jordan year is
Oh,
treating you well.
my bad. I ain't like you. I ain't out here catching unsubs.
I do. That's what I be catching criminals and saving lives. That you need to do something
Oh, my bad. That's what you do.
to save humanity. That's what I be doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, I be
Oh,
saving lives
you do.
and
You
catching
do.
criminals. That's what I be doing.
How y'all holding up north? Y'all done had the cyclone, y'all done had the deep freeze.
The deep
How y'all
freeze.
doing? Yeah.
The same way we do every winter. We're fine.
Girl, that wasn't just no regular winter. It was like -25 outside. And then it got down. I'm back home now, so it got down. Girl, it got down to like 40 degrees. We was down here freezing. I had to turn my heat on.
girl, bye. Ain't nobody turn no heat on in no 40 degrees. Well, at least I ain't.
That's
But it
crazy because I remember that one day I called you and you talking about some. I got on my furry boots. I got on my furry boots and my robe, and I would cut the heat on for a minute just to let the chill, just to get the chill out.
yeah, ain't
What?
nobody running no heat. You knock the chill out, you straight.
Girl, you ain't
But it
the
was just
damn.
like I was telling
You are your father's child.
girl, we like the little chill. You know what I'm saying? You need that little ooh. I just call it chill feel all the time. I like that. Yeah, but I was arguing with folks like, "Oh my God, it's gonna be so cold." Blah 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 blah. We live in Illinois, bro.
Not the blah 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 blah.
That's how they was sounding to me. I'm like, "What is y'all talk?
What?
What is y'all talking about? We live in Illinois. They ain't closing shit. Like
They
they don't
sure did.
care."
I'm like, y'all going to stuff
Yeah, all the stores is open. You better wrap up.
open?
It's still it's Illinois. We outside, okay? We
Yeah.
gonna need about 20 feet of snow before they try to close something. We is
And you don't want to
outside.
be like Buffalo Girl.
We is outside. You best to believe it.
I just seen a news report like some people in Buffalo, some man he was knocking on doors and asked people just to let him in. He said he'll pay you $500 to sleep on the floor. He ended up breaking into a school and then went out to the parking lot and it was a whole bunch of people in their cars in the parking lot.
Mm,
So they broke into the school until Christmas New Year's Eve morning.
that's
Or no,
crazy.
Christmas Eve morning. Like, whew. Yeah, that I'm good.
You good on the code?
Yeah, that's my second what do they call it? I can't remember what they call it. It's like a pole. That's my second polar vortex that I've avoided
You
since
know what? Shut up.
down here.
We're not doing
No, but
that with
you know
you.
what? Like, no shade to the people in the Northeast. Much love to. I salute you, and I'll tell you why. Because y'all get the worst of the worst of every goddamn season. Y'all get hurricanes. Y'all get winter hurricanes because one of the reports said that y'all wind force was as if it was a category 2 hurricane and it's a fucking blizzard. No ma'am. I'm good on y'all.
Anyway, to get into our topic of today, we're going to be talking about gender roles. So, are you one of those traditional folks where it's like you keep the house and your man pay all the bills? Do you believe in the 50-50 split? Do you believe in a 60-20, I mean a 60-40, a 80-20? Like, do you believe that there are certain things that a man is supposed to do and there are certain things that a woman is supposed to do? Like traditionally, women cook, clean, take care of the kids, and the man bring home the bacon.
I would have to say my household is ran non-binary.
Rachel, see, this is where. Oh God.
No shade. Listen, and
What
no
exactly does that
shade.
mean?
No shade to the LGBTQA plus and all the other letters, but that what that means is that there is no set role. Like, cause sometimes I can't do it because of whatever's going on with my schedule. So he'll end up washing the clothes and then I'll fold them, or I'll end up cooking dinner. He'll put the dishes in the dishwasher. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just floats. It just floats. But one thing I will say is that I done got very spoiled off of him carrying all the groceries in the house. Cause when I was back home and me and Maxie went grocery shop,
Mm,
and I looked at her like, "Who carrying this shit?" When I tell you, she checked my ass so quick.
yeah, I had to tell her this is an independent woman household, nigga.
She
We
shot the
we
groceries.
work. Hey, I had to tell her we work to get the money to buy the groceries, to bring them to go shopping, to carry the bags, to sanitize them, and then we put them up, and then we cook the food, nigga. There is no aid and assist unless you do Instacart and they
Oh,
bring
and
it to the
taking the
door.
trash out.
Right.
I call my dude right away like, Maxie got me carrying the groceries.
This nigga.
Maxie got me carrying the groceries in the house.
She literally called him like, I think she's gonna make me take the
The
garbage out
garbage
on
out.
purpose.
I was devastated.
What?
But look, whatever floats your boat. Like that, honestly, you that's the major thing. Y'all need to have a conversation. Y'all need to talk about that, like what your expectations are, what his expectations are. But at the end of the day, things can happen to where your roles will completely flip, and you got to be prepared for that because depending, like, because me and him has never been on the same work schedule. I work nights, he might work days, he work days, you know what I'm saying, like throughout our relationship. So it was just like when those times come, it's like, okay, let's have a conversation, regroup. Stuff this is how we need to do stuff. Or when I had surgery and I couldn't cook as much, he was doing more to cooking and more, he was doing a lot more to, he had to hold down the household. So
So,
honestly, I don't think it should be any of that. Not trying to say, oh, masculine, feminine, and no, just how life works. It don't work in just the masculine. It don't work in just in the feminine, or it don't work in this whole gender role bullshit.
well, mine is the relationship that you're in now. Have
Yeah,
you ever believed that, like, oh, once I live with a man, I'm not paying no rent. Like, I'll take care of the household stuff, but I ain't paying no rent. Like, that's not my job. Or
no,
have you ever believed, like, it's my job to make sure that I wash all the clothes and keep the house clean and buy the groceries like that? So you
no.
never believed in
I
a
mean, the thing is that, like, for me, I've want my grandma was an evil bitch my entire life.
wait.
But one,
How did
let me get to
wait,
my
wait,
point. Let me get to my
wait, wait.
let me get to my point.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ. What? Who just was okay. Anyway. Okay. Back to you.
I can say what's on my heart. Again, before I was so rudely interrupted.
Jeez.
My
Okay.
grandmother was an evil bitch my whole entire life. But one thing I will say is that she did show me the example of true domestication. You know what I'm saying? And then too, even with my mom, I remember,
True domestication.
yeah. And then even
Is
though
that
she,
even a word? Domestication?
yeah, that's what it felt like to me. I'm sorry. I ain't ironing no fucking shirt. Sorry. I'm not ironing your clothes. You better take that shit to the cleaners. I have my limits. I ain't doing that.
You don't
But
iron your that first
put
off.
that shit in the
Don't
dryer.
make
Put that
first
shit in
off,
the dryer.
don't make
Wash
it
them
seem
wrinkles out. I hold on. I ain't said hold on.
wait, no,
First of
no,
all,
no, no,
I
no.
didn't know,
Don't
but
make
I'm
it
just,
seem like you're not ironing because you just not ironing.
first of
You
all, can
don't
you
own.
let
Do you
me
own the
finish?
iron? Do you own
I
the iron?
do.
Do you
We
know how to
do.
use? Do you know how to use it?
I do know how to use the iron.
Oh, okay.
I
Because
know
she
how
is not an
to iron.
iron.
No,
She
hell
is.
no, I wash the wrinkles out quick. Um,
My
put that
dad
shit in the
would be
dryer.
so
Put it in the dryer.
disappointed.
That's been y'all thing. I am my mama's child when it comes to that. Okay. Um, but back to my story. But I remember when I my first little boyfriend or whatever, my mama cooked. She was at the house and she made me make his plate and carry his fork and shit. And I was like, why I gotta do this? You gotta be a lady. Get make his plate, carry
Oh my god.
it.
I'm over you today. Did you say gotta be a lady?
Yeah, that's what she told me. So it was just
Because
like,
she knew.
yeah,
She
she
don't
look,
iron.
you didn't get it in my ass there, you know. But you know what's so funny is that like I was so just in this in this relation when I in this relationship, which is so funny, like when I started cooking and shit, my mom was like, "When the fuck did you learn how to do that?"
I don't believe it.
She was shook. She was so shocked. And
She's
I was
I
like, Ma,
don't believe it.
she was like, I was like, Ma, I ain't cooking for no, like, you, of shit you earn. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want to be out here letting them get the milk for free? That's on y'all. I ain't cooking for no nigga just to prove a point. Hell no. Now, if you stop by and I already had made a little something, something, I'll be nice and offer you some food. But
If you stop by and there's food
ain't
on the
no
stove.
right. Ain't no, oh babe, come on over because I done cooked you this gourmet meal. Man, nigga, you better pick you up some stop and go. Like, I no.
Wait. What is some stop and go?
Where you stop in that drive through, buy your food, and then your ass go.
Oh.
That shit for you to crack open that door, that that's earned. That's earned. That ain't something that's just given.
I'm not gonna disagree with some of your points. My thing is this. I love doing laundry. That's
Oh
my
yeah.
thing. I like to smell the clothes. I like to fold them out the dryer while they hot. That's just my thing. And cleaning up. Like them is one of my things. Like I don't know if that's considered just being domesticated or OCD
No,
or
that's not.
whatever, but that's just like those are roles that I don't complain about because I like to do them.
The thing is that is I'm not. The thing is that I'm not complaining about those roles. I have no problem with cleaning my house. You know what I'm saying? That one main thing we have is like ain't no dishes in the sink at the end of the night when everybody go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know that's like a main rule. Cleaner can your counters cleaned off. Like you go to bed with your house fresh. You know what I'm saying?
But if he
That's not.
asks you to iron the shirt, it's
I
over
ain't
with.
ironing no shirt. Mm-mm.
Uh,
Child.
oh
I
man.
know. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that those are not things that you should do. Like what they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. Keep up your household because the thing is that you don't know who may stop by or whatever, and you want instead of you having to get ready, you should already be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's to me, it's with how life is and how it's tips and turns and all of that other stuff, whatever, and how this economy is and all of that. Sometimes you have to just go with the flow and find a new balance every couple of years because you just don't know what gonna happen
True.
in year one compared to year five. In year five, hell, your girl might end up bubbing up, making 250,000 a year, and can retire your ass. You mean to tell me that if you can be retired, that you ain't gonna just wash some clothes and some dishes and keep the house together?
That reminded me of when Tabitha Brown retired her husband from the police department and
Exactly.
people were upset about that.
Exactly. But the thing is that like they only seen that one part. They didn't hear the whole story. That man for 15 years worked for the LAPD, which is one of the most corrupt police departments. Like being a police officer is not an easy job. And he supported her for all of them years so that she can get to where she was today. So why wouldn't you? That just don't even make any sense.
Well, I think with the whole gender role kind of talk comes a lot of pride and ego. Like it's rooted because I remember back in the day when this whole house dad thing started coming into play, and a lot of people were against it. Like with women being so high in the totem pole now, with like being entrepreneurs and wanting to be CEOs and bosses and managers and being so career driven, like they were making more than a lot of the men, and the
Mm-hmm.
men were staying at home taking care of the kids and stuff like that. So could you have a house husband?
Hell yeah! Let me come home and you got on some speedos. And you can
Oh
oil
my
me up.
god.
Like hell yeah!
That
Like girl,
Rita, see,
yes, yes.
how
I
did how
see.
did how did
I
that
see
how
all
did
the
having a
benefits.
house husband turn into somebody standing in your house with some speedos
Girl,
on.
you gotta keep it excited. You want you a cabana boy every now and then.
I think that Florida heat is getting to you. I really,
Listen, just call me Heatmeister, okay? But hell yeah, I can.
a cabana boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Anyway, siblings, drop us
You
a
about to
sib
make me go.
note.
You about to make me get off this camera, go have some conversations. Am
Siblings, drop us a sib note. In our email at reginakidspodcast@gmail.com or slide over onto Instagram or TikTok and drop us a message. Let us know how y'all feeling about
And
these gender
please don't
roles.
cancel me because I said my relationship is non-binary. Because I just only meant it by saying that there's no gender roles like that for real.
Let us know, are y'all traditional in the gender roles? Like, are y'all trying to be? Because I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot of women, career driven, and they steering away from being housewives.
And
Like,
some of these heifers can't cook, so you need a man.
oh God.
You're right here eating romaine and hot Takis. I feel bad for these young kids. Anyway, but
How did you get there?
because you just said cooking and all that, that's why I said that.
I didn't say nothing
These
about
boys better
cooking. I
learn.
said
You better learn. You better learn how to cook your damn self.
I said being a housewife, Rita. That's what I said.
I'm just saying, it's some conversations and stuff that need to happen because these. Listen, from what I've been seeing lately, I pray for you young folks because a lot of these niggas. Well, now I ain't just gonna say niggas. A lot of these young men don't even know how to wash their
What?
ass, and a lot of these girls don't know how to cook nothing. They too busy trying to go have brunch.
Rita,
They don't know the difference between corn oil and olive oil.
you know what? Sometimes
What?
I worry about you because I don't even
Listen, don't worry about me, sweetheart. They need to worry about if they gonna eat what they
because
really gonna be eating.
I don't even know how you got here.
Cause we was talking about domestication.
Domestication. I
Mm-hmm.
still don't know if that's a word, but okay.
It is today.
But who said? See, because you cut me off during
My
my
bad.
spiel about having our siblings drop us a note. Yeah, are y'all more of the traditional, or are y'all subscribing to the new age stuff that
And the thing
whoever can
is
do
that
it can do it?
I'm not hating on anything traditional. Traditional, like I love a man that is chivalrous, that'll open up your car door and all of that, having manners and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, even with the traditional, you still have to be prepared for when there are shift changes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be times that your wife needs to just go sit down and get some rest, or your girl needs to go sit down and get some rest. You know what I'm saying? And they can't do everything that they're used to doing. It's gonna take some time to get back there, and you can't be resentful of them because they can't do it. You have to have an understanding mind, and sometimes dynamics will have to shift even if for something that's just for a slight period. It might be permanent depending on the situation, but that's what the whole dynamic of having love unconditional is.
This is true.
And then sometimes people just go through shit and then they just knock themselves, you know what I'm saying? So they need time to get back to it, or they just not really noticing that there has been a major shift, or they have started lacking. You know what I mean? Like things happen.
True. And sometimes, like you said, with some women not knowing how to cook, sometimes the the air quote traditional stuff don't apply because people don't um they don't know how to do it. Like a lot of men aren't fix it. Like they can't change faucets and lay carpet and rebuild your transmission in your car. Like
Right,
they
they metrosexuals. They out here getting
oh
their eyebrows waxed and getting
no, they not.
manicures, pedicures, just like you are. You know, hell, that could be a
Rita,
good date.
that's not where I was getting with that.
Oh, my bad.
Maybe that's just not their lane.
They can't fix shit, sweetheart.
Some men can't fix stuff, but they
I,
willing to pay for somebody to do it. So what that didn't have nothing to do with where you took the conversation, bro. Jesus
my bad.
Christ. Like what did what did that have to do with people getting their eyebrows done?
I'm just saying they don't be fixing stuff like that. Even though you can find everything on YouTube.
YouTube is not the holy grave, bruh.
It's damn near if you want to fix something quick.
Rita- See,
Guarantee. Go on YouTube right now. How to lay drywall. It's a video about it.
I'm sure it is. I mean, they do have a lot of resourceful stuff,
I'm
but
just
that don't mean
if
if
you trying to be that Mr. Fix It man, you trying to lay some pipes. They got a video on YouTube. But you know what? I think that goes more so for back in the day. That true blue collar man. They ain't looking for them guys.
they ain't looking for them guys.
Hell no, them girls on Instagram looking for their next quick. Who gonna buy them a Birkin? Even though you live in the projects.
Rita, you being real, you sounding real judgmental right now. You don't know.
Right way.
Anyway, what is your sib note of the day regarding gender roles, traditional, who paying the rent and who bringing home the bacon?
Hey, listen, it take a village. y'all,
What?
y'all need to work together. You know what I'm saying?
It don't take a village.
Hey, hell, it should. Being an adult is ghetto.
That is not gonna be your statement
Okay, that's not gonna be
on
my
every
shit.
show. You OG 39, you 40. It's
Girl,
downhill, chick.
girl,
Everything can be about ghetto adulting.
be prepared. Prepare your kids for the real world. No, but no, seriously.
Prepare
Um,
your kids for the real world.
yeah,
Lord.
tell your sons wash their ass.
What, Rita? Why do you keep going there? Where are you getting
Girl,
this from?
girl on TikTok. It's been too many videos I done seen talking about boys don't know how to wash their ass.
Oh, God. Anyway,
No, but seriously, when it at the end of the day, with any relationship you have, it comes down to communication. No, before you jump into something, know what that person's expectations of you are, or what they are expecting of you in that relationship. Because I think a lot of people be so busy looking at that pearly white smile that they don't ask those questions.
that could be that could be partially true. Where people have their own ideal of what their household should be ran at. If they
Yeah,
grew
but
up in
that's
a
the thing.
traditional household,
Yeah, but
maybe
that should
that's
be a
the type of
conversation.
stuff
But you
they
should,
looking for.
but to me anyway, like if you trying to have a long term partner, that it shouldn't be no surprise on how they would want their household ran once y'all start living together. Y'all should have had that conversation way before
Before y'all start putting y'all.
signing leases and mortgages and shit. Yeah.
So what is your sib note? Because you went on a rant. You
Oh.
didn't give us a note.
Have patience, understanding, know how to compromise, and had a conversation on how what type of household you trying to run. Cause
Oh,
you know the dope if a nigga ain't chivalrous. Cause he pick you up for the date and he just blowing and honking the horn. You are you might need to let him know, like, bro, you can open up the door. But who
what
knows?
if ain't nobody ever taught them how to do that? That ain't always common sense. I'm supposed to hold the door for her.
Hey, you better ask some questions like why y'all text messaging.
You always take stuff to the left.
They
Siblings.
taking it to the left. That's true.
So you recall
Okay, Maxie,
dating
go
to
ahead. What's your
no,
sib note?
no, back to you. You
Why gotta be
you
Maxie again?
because of what you just said. So you telling me last time when you was getting to know your partner, you text him like, "Nigga, do you open the door for people? Do you hold the door for the girl? Are you chivalrous?
Yeah.
Do you pull out my? Are you gonna pull out my chair at dinner?"
Well, I didn't ask about the pulling out the chair, but he did. I did ask about opening doors and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Open. So you asked him. You bet. If you pick me up, you better open the door.
No, I can't remember exactly how the conversation went, but we just had a general conversation. Like, hell, he had a checklist. You know how to cook? I'm like, yeah.
He
Like,
had a
he,
checklist.
yeah, he listen. That was on the top of his list. You know how to cook? I'm like, yeah.
Sound like you got domesticated.
No, it's something that he earned.
Domestication.
No, I wasn't. I had always had it in me for someone that deserved it.
I'm like your mama now. We don't believe it. We don't believe it. Ah, we
He
don't
was shocked.
believe
He was like,
you.
"Why your mama keep asking if you know how to cook?" Because I never cooked for them, and she will automatically say, "Oh, you can't cook." I'm like, okay, but I watched everything that she did. I watched everything that you did. I watched everything.
Oop.
I
Okay.
knew this shit was gonna come in handy one day when I was gonna beg somebody, girl.
What?
You got to keep that arsenal. Don't be showing these boys all y'all tricks.
Don't be showing these boys all y'all tricks.
Mm-mm.
Anywho, siblings, drop us a sib note at Regina Kids Podcast at gmail.com.
What's
Slide
your step though,
into
Max?
our DMs on Instagram or TikTok at Regina Kids Podcast. Let us know what you think about being domesticated and having gender roles, or are you the HBIC in your house and you bring in all the bread and people got to do what you want them to do for you because you the one making all the money. My sim note of the day is going to be that what works for you in your relationship works for you in your relationship. Whether it's 50-50, 80-20, or you a house dad or a housewife or whatever. Whatever works for you works for you. Y'all relationship is unique to y'all circumstances and unique to the people that's in it. Don't let nobody else tell you what y'all doing ain't gonna work for you. So, with that being said, we thank you again for joining us on another episode of the Regina Kids Podcast. I am your host, Maxie.
I'm your host, Rita.
And as always, we will continue to glow through whatever it
Whatever it
is.
is we're going through, I told you this year I say the end part.
I paused and you didn't say nothing. We can't have no bunch of
You always
silence.
say continue to glow through, and then I say whatever it is we're going through, Max. Come on, let's practice right now. Go.
What? Bye, y'all. I'm not doing this with her.